Type of common stock by Muhammad Azmir Haikal bin Norazmi. For the first stock is cyclical stock. Cyclical stock move with the business cycle. Earnings and overall market performance are closely linked to general state of the economy. Include companies that are tied to capital equipment spending or consumer spending for big tickets, durable items such as houses and cars. Who is this for? Investor who is willing to get in and out of the trade based on the economic cycle. For example, oil and gas and automotive. Oil and gas stocks such as Sapura, Hibiscus, Uzma, and automotive stocks such as Pekka, DRBHcom, and APM. Next is blue chip stock. Predictable earnings and dividends, steady growth, and high quality stock. Who is this for? An investor who wants to earn higher return than bonds without taking too much risk. For example, electrical supply and banking. Electrical supply such as TNB stock, and banking such as Maybank and RHB Bank. Next is defensive stock. Tend to hold their own and even do well when the economy starts to falter. A defensive stock is counter-cyclical stock. Who is this for? An aggressive investor who tend to park their funds temporarily in defensive stock while the economy remains soft or until the investment atmosphere improves. For example of defensive stock, e-commerce and consumer staples. For example of e-commerce is Revenue Groups, and consumer staple is 7-Eleven and Aeon. Next is income stock. Income stock have long and sustained records of paying higher than average dividends, relatively safe but low growth. Who is this for? Risk-averse investor who mainly focus on high-level current income stock in terms of dividend. For example, Nestle and Panasonic. Nestle paid the highest dividend in 2019, which is 280 cents, and Panasonic paid the second highest dividend in 2019, which is 226 cents. Next is speculative stock. Speculative stock is high PE, little, no earnings, high risk but offer the potential for substantial price appreciation. Who is this for? Investor who is a high risk taker for a high return. For example, Data Prep and MMSV, a highly speculative stock in 2021. Next is tech stock. Tech stock, some of the hottest stock projected for 2018 and onward, represent technology industry and includes company in the field of AI, big data, semiconductor and software. Can be a blue chip or speculative stock. Who is this for? High risk tolerant investor because of tech stock may be speculative and offer the potential for attractive return. For example of tech stock is Inari and DNO. Next is growth stock. Experience higher than average earnings and sales growth, pay little to no dividends and more return from capital appreciation. Who is this for? Those who are looking for attractive capital gains rather than dividends and who are willing to take more risk. For example, semiconductor stock and glove stock. Semiconductors such as Vitrox and Amylase, glove stock such as Rubrex and Topler. That's all for me. Thank you.